What if I told you that a simple Australian $1 coin sitting quietly in your pocket right now could be worth
10,
20, even 50 times its face value? Sounds crazy, but collectors are already hunting these coins, and some have been sold in auctions for surprising prices. Today, we're diving into 3 rare Australian $1 coins from 2015, 2018, and 2020. Coins that most people ignore, but serious collectors are actively searching for. Let's start with 2015, the year of the legendary ANZ commemorative dollar. Now here's where things get interesting. Unlike regular coins, this one had a much lower mint, making it harder to find in circulation. And if you've got one in near perfect condition, collectors have paid anywhere from $20 to $30 plus at auctions, and even higher for premium graded pieces. That's not just a coin, that's a hidden collectible. Now, moving on to 2018, another year from the Anzac series. And guess what? These coins were also produced in limited numbers compared to standard issues, making them even more desirable among collectors. Some versions, especially uncirculated or special releases, are quietly gaining value. And the scary part, most people spend them without even noticing. But here's the twist. The 2021 dollar coin, known as the donation dollar, went viral online with listings claiming prices up to thousands of dollars. But here's the truth, most YouTubers won't tell you. Experts say this coin is actually very common, with millions minted, meaning most of them are still worth just $1 face value. However, special versions, errors, or collector condition coins, that's where the real money starts. Because in the coin world, it's not just about the year. It's about rarity, condition, mint errors, and demand. One tiny detail, one rare variation, and suddenly your ordinary coin becomes a high-value collectible, chased in auctions. So before you spend your next $1 coin, take a closer look, because you might be holding something far more valuable than you think. And trust me, collectors are watching, waiting, and ready to pay. Welcome to another jaw-dropping episode where we dive deep into the astonishing and mind-blowing world of coin collecting. And today, we are uncovering the absolutely shocking secrets behind the 2015 Australian $1 coin, a coin that millions of people have casually tossed into their wallets, dropped into tip jars, or worse, spent on a cup of coffee without ever realizing they could be holding a staggering, hidden treasure right in their bare hands. So buckle up, because what you are about to discover will completely change the way you look at your loose change forever. Now, the 2015 Australian $1 coin was struck by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, a legendary institution with a breathtaking history of producing some of the most beautiful and sought-after coins in the entire world. And this particular coin features the iconic effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by the brilliant Ian Rank, paired with the famous mob of kangaroos on the reverse. A design so strikingly gorgeous that collectors across the globe lose their minds over it. But here is where things get absolutely electrifying. Not all 2015 Australian dollar coins are created equal, and that mind-shattering truth is what separates a casual coin handler from a sharp-eyed collector who could literally pull jaw-dropping value out of thin air. You see, the Royal Australian Mint produced these coins across multiple mint facilities, and the presence or absence of specific mint marks can send the value of these coins rocketing through the roof. Coins bearing the coveted C Mint mark from Canberra, the rare S Mint mark from the Sydney Mint special issues, or proof and uncirculated versions released in exclusive collector sets carry values that will make your eyes pop wide open. A standard circulated 2015 dollar coin might only fetch face value in your pocket, but a pristine proof version graded at PF70 Ultra Cameo by top grading services like PCGS or NGC has been known to command absolutely breathtaking prices at auction that would make any ordinary person's jaw hit the floor. And speaking of auctions, the rare coin market in Australia is absolutely on fire right now, with platforms like Noble Numismatics, Lloyd's Auctions, and even international giants like Heritage Auctions and Stacks. Bowers seeing fierce bidding wars erupt over premium quality Australian coins. But wait, because it gets even more shocking. Error coins from the 2015 series are the crown jewel of any serious collection, and these incredibly rare mistakes made during the minting process are so outrageously valuable that finding one in circulation would be like discovering buried treasure in your own backyard. We are talking about double die errors, where the design appears stamped twice, creating a ghostly blurred effect. Off-center strikes, where the kangaroo design is dramatically shifted away from the center of the planchette. Broad strikes, where the collar was missing during striking, causing the coin to spread out wider than normal. Clipped planchettes, where a chunk of the coin's edge is missing due to a dramatic mechanical error during blank cutting. And the absolutely mind-bending wrong planchette errors, where a dollar coin design was accidentally struck on a blank meant for a completely different denomination. Each and every one of these errors transforms an ordinary 2015 Australian dollar coin into an extraordinarily rare and devastatingly desirable collectible. that serious numismatists will pay shocking amounts of money to add to their prized collections. Now let's talk varieties, because this is where things get truly explosive for collectors. The 2015 year saw special commemorative releases and limited edition collector coins that were produced in dramatically lower mintage numbers compared to the standard business. Strike coins, flooding circulation, and low mintage is the single most powerful rocket fuel for coin value in the entire hobby. When fewer coins exist, demand from passionate collectors creates a feeding frenzy at auction that drives prices to absolutely staggering heights. The key grading factors that collectors and professional numismatists look for when evaluating a 2015 Australian dollar coin include the sharpness of the kangaroo's fur detail, the crispness of the queen's portrait, the mirror-like brilliance of proof surfaces, the absence of contact marks or bag marks from coin-to-coin contact during handling, the luster quality, which refers to that gorgeous cartwheel shine that rolls across the surface of a well-preserved, uncirculated coin, and of course the overall eye appeal, which is that intangible, heart-stopping beauty that makes a top-grade coin simply impossible to look away from. Professional coin grading by trusted third-party services like PCGS and NGC has completely revolutionized the rare coin market, because a coin safely sealed inside one of those tamper slabs with a guaranteed grade gives buyers at auction absolute confidence to bid aggressively and push prices to record-breaking levels. And here is a truly shocking piece of intelligence that most people simply do not know. Australia has a passionate and rapidly growing numismatic community that is driving unprecedented demand for high-grade Australian coins on the global stage, meaning the window to acquire stunning 2015 dollar coins at reasonable prices may be closing faster than most people realize. The bottom line that every single person watching this video needs to burn into their brain is this: before you spend your next Australian dollar coin, flip it over, examine it carefully under good light, check for any mint marks, look for any unusual errors or striking anomalies. And if anything looks even slightly different from a normal coin, do not spend it, do not clean it, do not touch it any more than absolutely necessary, because you could be holding something shockingly rare and breathtakingly valuable. The world of coin collecting is filled with incredible stories of ordinary people stumbling upon extraordinary treasures in the most unexpected places, and your own pockets, coin jars, and old collections could be hiding secrets that would absolutely blow your mind. So smash that like button right now. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss another explosive coin discovery. Drop a comment below telling us whether you have ever found an interesting Australian coin in your change. And share this video with every coin enthusiast you know, because this is the kind of knowledge that can genuinely change someone's life. Happy hunting, everyone, and remember, fortune truly does favor the sharp-eyed and the informed. Asterisk if you have a 2015 Australian dollar coin and you want to squeeze every single last dollar out of it, listen very carefully, because these steps will make you the most money possible. First, never clean your coin, ever. Cleaning destroys value instantly and will make serious collectors walk away immediately. Second, get your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC, because a certified slabbed coin can sell for 2 to 5 times more than a raw, ungraded coin at auction. Third, photograph it under bright natural light, showing both sides clearly, and upload it to eBay Australia with the words, "Rare 2015 Australian $1 coin, era variety, mint mark, uncirculated," in your title to attract maximum search traffic. Fourth, always use auction format starting at $1, because competitive bidding between passionate collectors will drive the price far higher than any fixed buy it now price you could guess. Fifth, list it simultaneously on Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, coin collector groups, and Australian coin forums, because more eyes mean more bidders, and more bidders mean more money. Sixth, if your coin shows any error or has an S or C mint mark, contact Noble Numismatics or Lloyd's Auctions in Australia directly, because professional auction houses attract wealthy, serious collectors who will pay shocking prices at ordinary online listings simply cannot reach. Do all of this, and you will get every cent your coin deserves. Imagine reaching into your pocket, hearing the sharp metallic clink of loose change, and discovering that one seemingly ordinary 2018 Australian $1 coin could ignite the curiosity of collectors across the world, spark bidding wars online, and make people rush to inspect every coin jar in their homes. Because today we are diving deep into the astonishing history, surprising value, hidden rarity, collector demand, auction secrets, minting mysteries, era varieties, design significance, and the shocking truth about how rare the 2018 Australian $1 coin really is. And if you think this is just another common dollar coin, stay with me, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you look at spare change forever. The Australian $1 coin has long been one of the most recognized coins in modern Australian currency. First introduced in 1984 to replace the paper $1 note, a move designed to create a longer-lasting and more efficient form of currency. Since then, billions of these coins have circulated, But not every year is equal. Not every design is the same, and not every coin carries the same potential. By 2018, the $1 coin had already become a staple of everyday life in Australia. Used in vending machines, parking meters, supermarkets, and countless daily transactions, but behind that ordinary function lies a world of collecting excitement that many people overlook. The standard 2018 Australian $1 coin features one of the nation's most beloved motifs, the 5 kangaroos, designed by Stuart Devlin, leaping across the reverse side in a dynamic circular arrangement that symbolizes movement, energy, and the Australian spirit. On the obverse appears Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait by Jody Clark had been introduced to Australian coinage only a few years earlier, giving newer issues like the 2018 dollars a distinctive modern royal appearance. Even before we discuss rarity or value, the coin already carries historical importance because it belongs to the late reign coinage era of Queen Elizabeth II, an era now frozen in time after her passing, causing renewed interest in many Commonwealth coins bearing her portrait. But here is where things become truly electrifying. While millions of standard 2018 $1 coins were struck for circulation, not all 2018 dollars are the same. Collectors know that certain commemorative releases, mint sets, special packaging issues, low mintage variants, and error coins from the same year can command dramatically higher values than face value, turning a humble dollar into something far more desirable. Let us begin with standard circulation pieces. A regular circulated 2018 Australian $1 coin is typically worth face value in daily commerce, but condition is everything in new. A coin that has spent years rattling through tills, pockets, cup holders, and vending machines may show scratches, bag marks, flattened details, discoloration, and rim knocks, leaving it worth only $1. However, an uncirculated 2018 coin with blazing mint luster, sharp details, and nowhere can attract collectors seeking year sets or pristine examples. Such coins can sell for several dollars, especially if sourced directly from rolls or bank bags and carefully preserved. But ordinary condition examples are only the beginning. The real drama enters when we talk about special 2018 commemorative $1 issues released by the Royal Australian Mint. Australia is famous for issuing themed dollar coins, celebrating military anniversaries, national events, sporting moments, iconic symbols, and cultural milestones. In 2018, several $1 commemoratives captured public attention, and these are often the coins that create excitement online. Some were distributed through circulation channels, others sold in collector packs, and some became difficult to find quickly after release. Whenever a special issue enters circulation, the public often begins checking change frantically, hoping to discover one in everyday transactions. That treasure hunt psychology fuels demand and creates headlines. One of the strongest collector drivers for any coin is mintage, the total number struck. If a standard coin has tens of millions minted, it may remain common for decades. But if a commemorative issue has a limited mintage in the hundreds of thousands or low millions, especially in a country with passionate collectors, scarcity pressure rises immediately. Collectors assembling complete dollar coin day-tan type sets need those lower mintage coins, and when supply tightens, prices climb. Many new collectors make the mistake of assuming age alone determines value. That is false. A 2018 coin can be worth more than a much older coin if fewer were made, if demand is stronger, or if errors exist. Modern rarity can sometimes outperform older abundance. Now let us discuss one of the most thrilling areas of coin collecting: mint errors. Errors transform ordinary coins into accidental rarities. Imagine a 2018 Australian $1 coin struck off center, with part of the design missing and the blank crescent visible. Imagine a double-struck coin where design elements overlap and a ghostly second impression. Imagine a clipped planchette, a broad strike, a rotated die, a weak strike from filled dies, or a wrong planchette strike. These dramatic mint mistakes can generate enormous collector interest because they were never intended to exist. Since mint quality control removes most flawed pieces before release, genuine errors that escape into circulation are often scarce. A dramatic 2018 mint error could sell for many times face value depending on severity, eye appeal, and authentication. Even subtle errors can attract specialists. But beware, damage is not the same as an error. Many coins are post-mint damaged by tools, heat, machines, road wear, drilling, or alteration. Real errors happen during production, and experienced collectors study strike characteristics carefully. Another powerful value factor is grade. Professional grading services assign numerical grades based on preservation. A 2018 Australian $1 coin graded mint, state 65, 66, 67, or higher may command premiums, especially if top population examples are scarce. Why would collectors pay so much for a recent coin? Because registry competition exists. Some collectors seek the finest known example of every date and variety. If only a handful of 2018 grade at the highest levels, those coins become elite modern rarities, despite their young age. Condition rarity is real, and many circulated Dira coins were mishandled from day one, making flawless survivors harder than people expect. Let us turn to auctions, where the market reveals what collectors truly think. Online auction platforms and numismatic sales regularly show surprising results for modern Australian coins. A standard circulated 2018 dollar may receive little attention, but place a scarce commemorative issue, a sealed mint roll, a high-grade slabbed coin, or a dramatic error in front of eager bidders, and prices can jump quickly. Emotional bidding, set completion pressure, fear of missing out, and social media hype all contribute. One week a coin sells modestly. The next week a bidding duel doubles the price. That unpredictability is part of what makes coin collecting addictive. Some collectors hunt bankrolls, searching for untouched coins. Others buy mint sets. Others focus only on errors. Others specialize in commemoratives. The 2018 dollar sits at the crossroads of all these collecting styles. Now let us discuss varieties, a term often confused with errors. A variety is a repeatable difference caused by the die itself, design modification, hub change, lettering style, or unintentional die characteristic that appears on multiple coins. Examples can include doubled elements, spacing changes, die chips in recurring positions, different privy marks, altered portraits, or packaging distinctions. If any recognized 2018 $1 varieties exist within specific releases, they can become targets for advanced collectors. Even minor distinctions can matter if cataloged and accepted by the hobby community. Some of the most valuable modern coins began as tiny details noticed by sharp-eyed collectors. That is why magnifiers, lighting, and patience are treasured tools. Speaking of sharp eyes, many valuable coins are overlooked because people do not know what to inspect. They glance at date only and ignore edge, strike, lettering, alignment, luster, and thematic design details. Yet fortunes in coin collecting are often found by those willing to study what others dismiss. Could a rare 2018 dollar still be hiding in circulation? Piggy banks, drawers, cash registers, or inherited jars? Absolutely possible. That possibility fuels endless searching. Let us examine why Australian $1 coins are so beloved. Unlike some countries where low denominations disappear quickly, Australia's dollar coin remains a practical, durable denomination, heavily used nationwide. The coin's aluminium-bronze composition gives it a golden appearance that stands out visually. The kangaroo design is internationally recognized. Commemorative releases keep the series fresh and collectible. Children often start collecting through dollar coins because they are accessible and exciting. Adults return to the hobby when they realize modern change can hold surprises. The 2018 issues benefited from this already vibrant collector culture. Another factor influencing value is packaging. A 2018 $1 coin in a Royal Australian Mint carded issue, proof set, mint set, or themed folder may carry premiums beyond the raw coin because original packaging matters. Collectors appreciate authenticity, presentation, and completeness. Once packaging is damaged or discarded, replacement can be difficult. Treasure hunters and coin lovers, because today we are diving into one of the most surprising modern coins hiding in plain sight. The 2020 Australian $1 coin, a piece that millions may have touched, spent, ignored, or tossed into jars without realizing it could hold fascinating history. Collector demand, unusual varieties, mint secrets, and in some cases, eye-popping values that can shock even experienced numismatists. So before you spend another dollar coin, watch closely because this episode could completely change the way you look at your pocket change forever. The Australian $1 coin has long been one of the most iconic circulating coins in Australia. First introduced in 1984 to replace the $1 bank, and over the decades it has become a favorite canvas for commemorative designs, limited mintages, special releases, and collector issues that continue to generate excitement across the numismatic world. And by 2020, the Royal Australian Mint had already built a reputation for producing not just currency, but miniature works of art and hidden treasures, making the 2020 issue one of the most discussed modern releases among collectors. Especially because 2020 was no ordinary year. It was a year of global disruption. Changing cash usage patterns, altered mint production schedules, increased collector demand, and rising interest in tangible assets like coins, all of which added an unexpected layer of intrigue to anything minted during that period. Now let's begin with the standard 2020 Australian $1 circulating coin, which features the classic reverse design of the 5 kangaroos created by Stuart Devlin. A beloved image that has appeared on the coin since its beginning, showing dynamic movement and unmistakable Australian identity. While the obverse during 2020 carried the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Jodie Clark, giving the coin a modern royal portrait with sharp detail and elegant balance. And while millions of these coins were produced for circulation, condition matters massively, because a heavily worn example may only be worth face value, but a brilliant uncirculated coin taken directly from mint rolls or bags can command a premium from collectors seeking perfect examples for albums and grading submissions. However, The real excitement surrounding the 2020 Australian $1 coin comes from the astonishing number of commemorative and special releases associated with that year, because the Royal Australian Mint has mastered the art of transforming ordinary denominations into collectible sensations. And one of the biggest headlines of 2020 was the famous donation dollar, a coin that stunned the collecting world with both its purpose and rarity potential. Launched as a circulating $1 coin intended to encourage charitable giving, with the inspiring message "Give to help others" and a distinctive center design symbolizing generosity, making it not only a coin but a national movement. And although millions were struck, the first-year issue instantly became historically significant as one of the world's first circulating coins created specifically for donation, ensuring lasting demand among collectors who recognize milestone issues when they see them. Many experts believe the 2020 donation dollar will remain one of the defining Australian modern coins of the era, especially in pristine condition or unopened rolls, because first-year commemorative circulation coins often gain stronger collector interest over time. But that is only the beginning, because 2020 also saw multiple themed dollar coin releases tied to anniversaries, pop culture, military remembrance, wildlife, and national pride, many distributed in carded formats, mint sets, and special packs, often with mintages far lower than ordinary circulation pieces. And these lower mintage collector products can become highly sought after once sold out, especially when demand later exceeds supply. Now, let's talk value, because this is where listeners become truly excited. While standard circulated 2021 $1 kangaroo coins may trade around face value, higher grade uncirculated pieces can sell for several dollars, especially if certified in top grades like MS67, MS68, or above depending on strike quality, luster, and contact marks. While special commemoratives in original packaging may sell from $10 to $50 or more depending on issue, scarcity, and collector demand. And some rare variants or sought-after releases can climb dramatically higher on auction platforms, especially if tied to limited distribution or error characteristics. Speaking of errors, this is where ordinary people sometimes discover extraordinary fortunes, because mint errors on modern coins can turn a common coin into a collectible sensation overnight, and collectors actively search 2020 Australian $1 coins for off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, double strikes, die cracks, cut errors, partial collar strikes, rotated dies, weak strikes, and dramatic die chips, all of which can command premiums depending on visibility and authenticity, with major spectacular errors sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars or more in auction environments. Imagine checking a coin jar and finding a $1 coin with an off-center strike, showing a crescent blank area or a dramatic clipped edge. Such coins instantly attract attention because true mint errors are accidental survivors from production lines and cannot be intentionally recreated by collectors without damage. Another area of excitement involves die varieties, more subtle than errors but often equally fascinating, where small differences in lettering, spacing, relief sharpness, rim formation, or design markers can create collectible and dedicated specialists compare hundreds of coins under magnification, searching for repeatable anomalies linked to specific dies. And if a newly recognized variety emerges with limited examples known, prices can rise quickly as the market races to secure specimens. Mint marks are another critical factor. Though many Australian circulating dollars do not carry traditional branch mint marks in the same way older world coins did, yet special editions, show releases, privy marks, or packaging identifiers can serve a similar role, helping collectors distinguish one issue from another. And coins struck for events or numismatic fairs with special symbols can become especially desirable because they represent limited moments in time rather than mass circulation production. For the 2020 Australian $1 coin, packaging can be everything, because coins sold in official Royal Australian Mint cards, tubes, folders, or annual sets often bring more than loose examples, especially if the packaging remains unopened, crisp, and undamaged, as collectors appreciate authenticity, presentation, and preservation. Now let's discuss rarity, because many people misunderstand the word rare, assuming every old or commemorative coin is scarce. But true rarity depends on surviving supply versus collector demand, not simply age. And for a 2020 coin, rarity can emerge not from centuries of history but from low mintage special releases, limited promotional distribution, pristine condition, scarcity, or overlooked errors, meaning a coin only a few years old can be tougher to find than some coins decades older. The donation dollar again offers a perfect case study, because although struck in significant numbers, many entered circulation immediately, were spent, worn, lost, or retained by the public. And top-grade untouched examples may become harder to source than expected, especially as collectors build date runs and thematic collections around charity coins or socially significant currency. Auctions provide some of the clearest clues about value trends, because when collectors compete publicly, real demand becomes visible. And across online marketplaces and numismatic auction houses, certain 2020 Australian dollar issues have shown strong bidding interest, particularly graded high-grade examples, low mintage commemoratives, and authenticated errors, with prices fluctuating based on timing, listing quality, and market sentiment, meaning a coin ignored one month can ignite a bidding war the next, if two determined collectors need it. This is why smart collectors study completed sales rather than hopeful asking prices, because anyone can list a coin for hundreds, but actual sold results reveal the truth. Condition grading is absolutely vital, and beginners often underestimate how much difference tiny marks can make, because two identical 2021 dollar coins may differ massively in value if one has bag marks, scratches, dull surfaces, or fingerprints while the other glows with satiny mint luster and razor-sharp details, making professional grading services attractive for premium candidates, particularly rare commemoratives or unusual errors. Storing coins properly is equally important, using capsules, flips, or acid-free holders and avoiding harsh cleaning, because cleaning can destroy collector value instantly by scratching surfaces or removing natural mint texture. And sadly, many valuable coins lose premiums because owners polished them trying to make them shiny. If you think you found a rare 2020 Australian dollar coin, never clean it, have it examined first. Now let's reveal some of the most attractive factors collectors chase in 2020 issues. First-year releases, low mintage numbers, special themes, official mint packaging, flawless surfaces, certified top grades, dramatic errors, discovered die varieties, and coins tied to historical moments, such as the extraordinary global events of 2020. Each of these elements can multiply desirability, and when several combine in one coin, values can rise sharply. Imagine a limited commemorative 2021 dollar coin in unopened packaging, later graded near perfect by a top service. That combination can be far more